All right, we're live streaming. Can you hear me?
We're live. Oh, this is it.
Let's
The
go.
original overall champs. What's up?
Let's go. Episode number 1, overall champs in this bitch.
Number one. All right, first topic. We're gonna get right to it.
Let's go.
Dave Chafee. Take a break.
Don't retire.
I don't have it right now. No, don't retire. Fuck no. It's arm wrestling. It's a freaking hobby. Never retire from arm wrestling. Take breaks.
Right.
I took a 7-year break to watch my daughters grow.
I feel that.
It's very important. It's very important for the mindset. But as far as like him not having it no more, it's just because he's busy with life, dude. He needs to just have fun for a while. And there was someone else that brought up some shit. Oh, we're gonna switch topics, Dave Chafee. Sorry, you're boring. That's all. Someone brought up Travis Bajent talking shit about a slap fest John Brozink and myself had. Can we get this right? We good here? So for two witnesses, I want you to know that they're credible. Cobra Rhodes, Simon Barriachola. So they were there.
I was there too.
So what happened? Were you there?
Fuck yeah, I was.
Hold on a second. Hold on, I gotta decline my wife here. Did I?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yep.
I hung up on her. So, Travis, I don't listen to what Travis says, but I do listen to what people say of what Travis says because I know he always says things to hype himself up, and he doesn't really need to. He's a fucking good arm wrestler. So, anyways, long story short is Savan, who was doing pulling John. He goes, nobody could beat Tom left-handed in the world, blah, 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 just running his mouth. And John walked over to me and fucking slapped me. Now.
Whoa, John slapped you?
Yes. John walked.
I missed that part.
Oh, no, dude. Yeah. It was great. So he walked up to me in 2006, Boomtown, and he slapped me. Boom, boom. And as he slapped me, I hit him right back. Like,
this isn't when he had the altercation with your sister.
No, that was in the senior home. That's coming up. That's another incident. This one's even better. So yeah, dude. Like, so we're drinking at the bar, by the way, and so John walked up and slapped me, and I literally hit him back so fast, but I hit him upward at his face. He didn't see where it came from, and his eyes started crossing and shit. And he looked at me funny and he hit me again, and I fucking hit him back faster. And he looked funny at me and looked around, and he fucking hit me a third time, and I hit him a third time. And then I got an inch from his face, and I go.
Hold up, you cutting out.
I might lose you. I'm losing signal sometimes here. I said, this is. Yeah, I went under a bridge. So I said, I got right in his face, and I said, John, this is not arm wrestling. This is not arm wrestling. And he got right in my face and stared at me. And then all of a sudden, I swear to God, he came out of a blackout. He got all scared and looked over my shoulder and said, Barbosa, help me. Help me. Now, dude, my brother turned around and was going to fuck up Marcio. Straight up. Marcio knew it. And I stayed at John, and then I was like, dude, what are you doing? What are you fucking doing? And he goes, man, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. And out of nowhere, he slapped me again. Right? And that's when my brother fucking snapped and shoved him, crossed the fucking bar, and John fell to the ground, and he was looking up from the ground with his eyes crossed, not knowing what's going on. And I just couldn't believe that he would get to that level. And security showed up and split us up. And I remember just telling him, like, this is not fucking arm wrestling, dude. So he called me the next day and said he blacked out and did not remember anything. So, yeah, that was that incident. So Travis, any of his John Brozink fucking hit me and knocked me down and all this shit, man, Travis, shut the fuck up.
Is that shit on camera?
I don't think so, dude. That was before the iPhone shit, you know.
In gold. That's crazy. I think I lost you again. You back with me? Remind me to do this when you're not driving around, bro. Tom, where you at, bro?
So when I walked up to the table, I'm getting ready to arm wrestle John. And I hear him say, look, here comes the pussy. And I'm like, dude, this motherfucker better be talking about somebody behind me.
All right, so I missed you I didn't hear you for like a minute straight. So now we're talking about what event?
Oh, so see, I live in the sticks. Sometimes I run out of signal out here in the woods.
You good?
All right, so we're good. All right, so what do you remember? And I'll just go from there.
I remember John said something to your sister, and then you ran up toward John and started like cussing him out. And I remember you guys like pulling and pushing at each other and shit. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, no. So what happened was Kelly was calling him a pussy. And when John walked up to the table, John was just talking about himself as in the third person. Look, here comes the pussy. He's talking about himself. He's not making any hand gestures. He's just talking about himself. So as he does all this, I'm like, is he talking to me? Is he calling me the pussy? Here comes the pussy, huh? Who are you talking to? So I look behind me and there's no one there. I go, who are you talking to? He goes, your sister. Dude, I seen white, bro. If I seen white, literally, I fucking seen white.
Oh,
and dude, I'm telling you, there's that snapping. I'm gonna go on another bridge here. Hold on a second, dude. So as I hear him say, I'm talking to your sister, I seen white, and I swear on my life, dude, that was the only match that I pulled my arm down to the pad harder than he pinned me. Like, I wanted it over. I knew I couldn't beat him. Get it done. Walk around the table. I walked around the table, and I go, I don't remember word for word what I said, but I go, if you're talking to my sister like that, we're going to fight. And he says, she called me the pussy. And I'm like, dude, I watched you look me right in the eye and say, here comes the pussy. I'm talking to your sister. I'm like, what the fuck? All right. So it came down to Kelly was a dumbass, went off on him. John talked about himself in the third person. I thought he was talking about my sister. And the funny part is we almost fought in a senior home. In a fucking senior home.
Right. That shit was funny.
Yeah. Well, there's another incident too with John. This was a fun one. You guys will love this one. Connecticut, 2009. We're drinking, partying, and he fucked up and walked out his hotel room the same time I did. So I knew he was straight across. I was like, you fucked up. I know where it's at. Because you know me, I'm a mind game fucker. I always screw with people in their hotel rooms. I'll call you in the middle of the night. I don't care. No one's off limits. No one's off limits. So I went over to his room that night, drunk as shit, and I'm fucking banging on the door, and I run in my room, and I hear someone bang on my door. I fucking go running back over to John's door, and I bang on it again, and as I turn around, that motherfucker bear hugged me. Now, as a wrestler, we know anybody that grabs double under or overhooks, life's good. So I just did a fucking double underhook, double leg takedown instantly and knocked the wind out of him. Boom! And he started fucking crawling. He had to crawl back in the hotel. And I ain't going to tell you who was sleeping in that hotel room. I'm just going to tell you the witness is credible. Anyways, he had to crawl back into that room. Oh, it was fucking funny.
John had to?
John Brzezinski. I knocked the wind out of him, and his arms and legs were straight up in the air. He's just going, oh, yeah, 2009, Connecticut. Pete Milano, your fucking tournaments were dangerous. dangerous. Big time. Yeah, so those are my Brzezinski stories. What else you want to talk about?
So you saw the King of the Table, right?
Yeah, well, not really, because I knew who was going to win.
Right.
I knew it. Not that I got nothing against Dave Chafee. It's just it's styles and matches, and the last person on earth you want to arm wrestle in a super match is Devin Larratt. Levon will say it too. Out of everybody in the world, he'd be the last guy he chose to beat. Devin doesn't tire, and to pin him 4 times in a row, to hell with that.
So what are you thinking about Devin versus Jerry? Because that's what the fuck everybody's talking about now after that match.
Jerry won the last one, if I'm wrong, if I'm correct, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Or no.
Wait, no.
Devin won the last one, but Jerry beat the guys that Devin's losing to. Right? That Jerry just won the East-West over the guy that Devin lost to. Am I right? I can't spell them damn Europeans' names for shit. I'm bad with spelling, and then they spell their names like 800 different letters and make it sound like the word Jeff. You know what I mean?
So you got Devin over Jerry or Jerry over Devin?
That's too much of a coin flip. I don't know right now. Jerry's so strong. For an American, he's so strong. If he had a wrist, he'd be God. I'd have to put my money on Devin though.
I gotta put my money on Devin all day.
It's just that 4th win. Like, just to pin him 4 times is not the same as beating him once, you know? But Jerry can arm wrestle for minutes on end, which is impressive.
What about Jerry versus Hermes?
Jerry will smoke him. That style makes matches on that one, unfortunately. Hermes' arm is very short, so he's going to have a short arm. He's going to be way at the back of the pad, and Jerry's just going to be flopped all the way over the front. Hermes is going to run out of room. Whatever his name is going to run out of room. And Jerry's dealt with that type of power. You know, some guys like, say, Matt Mask and these top rollers, they use all their strength to get to the top roll. Jerry allows it. Like, go ahead, take it. So their strengths are basically eliminated against Jerry. You know, ask Matt. Who?
I favor Jerry in that matchup, but I think it's going to be a fucking grinder. I think it's going to be.
Dude, I'll watch that shit afterwards. I got things to do. That'll be such a long match.
Oh, yeah. That's
the setups and it. I'm cool.
Yeah, that's going back and forth. All right, so I got everybody asking me what the fuck is going on with Tom Nelson. It's the same shit I got to deal with, Tom. I pull a tournament every few months, and everybody goes online, and they're like, when are you going to come back to the fucking sport? When are you going to start? Motherfucker, I have been arm wrestling. Just because I didn't fucking pull at the last tournament that you were at, or I wasn't at the fucking Arm Wars or this. Or that. I mean, I'm still fucking pulling, but they want to know when we are actually pulling. When you're actually focused, when you're the Tom Nelson that beat John Brzezinski in the WAL. When is that motherfucker coming back?
November 7th at the World Series of Arm Wrestling.
Okay.
That's when it'll be back. Somewhere down south, I don't know. I forgot offhand.
He's traveling.
What's that?
Well, everybody asking if you're traveling, so it looks like it's official.
Well, no, define traveling. Like, I don't arm wrestle in my fucking backyard. And I've entered, since I took a break at Wall when Devin beat me, since then I've entered 6 tournaments. No super matches. I hate those. I can't stand super matches. We'll get into that later and reasons why. But since I've entered tournaments, since I took that year off, the only guy that I haven't got a win on, left or right, is Travis. Every single other tournament since then, I've either taken first or second. Every single event. From the WAL in Los Angeles, I took 2 seconds. To Cody Merritt left, Chandler right, but I beat them opposite arms that I lost to them. So technically I beat them also. I entered the USAF Nationals Supers. I won that one easily. This is off the couch. Like, I wasn't doing shit. I beat Jordan Sill in a super match. I won some arm wrestling tournaments in California in 2018. 19, I won the U.S. Open. 20, I didn't arm wrestle as I was not arm wrestling in a mask. I don't know about you. I couldn't do that. I don't know how you could. 21, I came back and won the Vanderbilt overall. Patterson, I won last year. I won Patterson again this year. So I'm competing, but dude, I'm 43 years old. I'm not on steroids. I'm not going to be a 26-year-old Nelson again, but I sure the fuck am going to be a 33-year-old Nelson, which is the wall champ. So I'll be back for sure. I'm healthy, training correctly.
So that's a good transition to my next question is, first is, while actually happening, we keep getting teases online like this shit's going to happen. And if it is going to happen, who do you want to face?
Nobody. I don't want to ever arm wrestle a super match again. I don't like them. It's a waste of a career to me. It's a waste of time. I'm not going to spend 5 months training to arm wrestle one fucking guy. I'm cool.
Does money talk?
No. I've never arm wrestled well for money.
What I mean, there's no option to arm. I mean, Neil Pickup calls you. Nobody could get Tom Nelson to pull a super match. East versus West Engine calls you, says, "Hey, we need some Tom Nelson flavor."
I would definitely never go to that. Not that I don't think it's the greatest and it's not the world championship of super matches and all that. I would never go across the pond, spend 16 hours in a plane to go arm wrestle. It just will never happen. Never. Plus, dude, I'm a dumb fuck, man. Do you know how much fun I have after tournaments? bro, big time. You know what I mean? Like, so for me, I'm always gonna stay in the US. I wanted to go to Canada, but nah. John Milne's not running his 10-yard dashes no more. He's doing his fucking 5-yard dash runs now.
All right, so no super matches.
I think they got canceled.
It's gonna hurt.
No, the reason why, dude, is the reason why super matches I'm no good at them is when I arm wrestle, if you ever notice, I walk up to the table and I never look at my opponents. I'm never looking at them. They don't matter to me. It doesn't matter if it's Tim Bresnan, Jerry Catterick, Cobra Rhodes, Alan Fisher. You got me last time left. You did too. Remember that?
Yeah,
Oregon State overall. Yeah, we swapped off. That's why this is the overall champ show, because we won the overalls back-to-back years against each other. So super matches for me, it's like your mindset has to focus on one person. I don't focus on people. I focus on myself. So if there's always one guy in my mind, it just distracts me, and I'm no good at that. I've tried to fix it. I've tried to enter so many super matches. I suck. I can get in a tournament and enter. With all the guys that have beat me in a super match, you put us in a tournament schedule, I'll probably beat every one of them.
Well, I'm going to try to break you down over the next few months and see if I can't change your perspective on that. Because I know everybody in the farm wants to see Tom Nelson on a poster, on a promo. I mean, they're just too fucking entertaining, dog. You know what I mean?
I have fun.
They are boring as shit. I fell asleep during King of the Table. That shit was fucking... I mean, great. They're doing a great job, but that was not worth $15. And I'm kind of sick of this pay-per-view bullshit, to be honest with you. If you're not going to put together something that's just epic, fucking put it on your YouTube. Don't fucking start charging people fucking money for your dumbass lineup. That's my 2 cents anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna plead the fifth. I have never ordered a pay-per-view arm wrestling in my life. I won't either. Sorry, guys. I'll watch that shit 3 seconds after 900 people will post the fucking results.
Exactly. All right, well, look, we got one game to play, and then we'll wrap it up. We'll get it set up next week to where you're not driving and shit like that. So
yeah. Sorry about that. This is the way it is this week.
You good, bro? All right, so this is called underrated, overrated. I'm gonna give you a topic or a person, and I want you to tell me whether they're rated properly, whether they're overrated, underrated, and why.
I like that.
All right, so East versus West.
All right.
Underrated, overrated, properly rated?
It's underrated because it doesn't say world championship. It's the very, very pinnacle of arm wrestling.
I agree. My perspective on East versus West is that it's properly rated, slightly underrated, and in my opinion, it shouldn't even be East versus West. It needs to transition into something else. It doesn't always need to be the East versus the West. It could just be the fucking best. I mean, that's my opinion. I know they kind of have that going with King of the Table, but I feel like Engine can kind of transition into something else where he's not always obligated to have the East versus the West opponents. There's plenty of other matchups that we'd like to see. Hand grippers.
Oh, dude. They are the gateway. The gateway. I normally always have them when I drive, everywhere I go. They are so underrated. The most underrated thing you could do, for sure.
That's a shock to me because, I mean, I find that it is underrated as well, because when I do use the grippers, I feel a massive amount more control in my hand when I'm arm wrestling. But at the same time, like, you hear people like Todd Hutchings say, fuck grippers. You know what I mean? You're not even in the right position when you're using it. You're not in that position ever when you're arm wrestling.
You brought up Todd Hutchings. Guys, if arm wrestling was big money, I would put a video out of Todd Hutchings arm wrestling, and I would say, don't arm wrestle like this. He is the strongest human being I've ever seen that is that shitty at arm wrestling. Like, I can't believe his arm is not broken 900 times.
It's unbelievable.
He arm wrestles. It's baffling to me. If arm wrestling was like jiu-jitsu and there was classifications, black belt, brown belt, purple belt, yellow belt, all the fucking whatever belts, right? Todd Hutchings is a white belt in technique. Straight up. Like, you show me what you take, cover his face, cover his opponent. Don't tell me their top level strength. Tell me his technique is not the worst technique you've ever seen.
I mean, it's horrible. Pretty fucking ugly. I don't know how.
I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him.
I mean, to be honest with you, if straps didn't exist, he'd be a nobody. That's my opinion. I mean, if there's no strap, he's going to get beat by half of the people in the arm wrestling community, in my opinion.
Yeah, he needs tools to win. Yeah, he needs tools to win.
Right.
No, but that guy, like, what?
He's one of the GOATs, though. I'll give him that. I mean, he's in his weight class in America. He's definitely in the top 4 for sure, no question. Right. So Artem Morozov, underrated, overrated, properly rated.
Underrated, loved by all, respected by all. He sent me a $1 because he masturbated to my profile.
Damn, that's cheap.
No, I know. I was happy with that $1 though. I was cool with it, man. That was my first $1. You know what I'm saying? No, underrated, because those Europeans, man, they're so strong. They wake up strong.
It's stupid.
So it's fucking baffling. It's baffling. And I love it when they're like, oh, Europeans are beating Americans. They're stronger. I'm like, dude, have you not watched World's Strongest Man? Right. Okay, we got a Canadian to win this year and a few Americans that win throughout the years, but Europeans dominate. They're the strongest, especially those Eastern European things.
I think he's properly rated, if not underrated. I mean, at this point, I think he's just the future.
Am I losing you right now?
Weight class. I don't see anybody his age that. I mean, I thought Corey was going to give him something, but he just got fucking embarrassed. That was crazy. Just shows you the difference between North American arm wrestling versus European. There's just no fucking comparison.
Wait a minute. Are you not talking about the motherfucker? Hey, are you not talking about the motherfucker from Florida? Little Artem?
No.
Are you talking? You're talking about?
No, I was talking about Morozov.
The big European?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about the little fucker from Florida that makes the videos?
No, not that little guy.
Oh, so I was talking about the little guy. I love him. Dude, I don't know these Europeans' names. I tell you that. I don't care who they are. No, but nobody's going to beat coming up, that big Russian, little fucking whatever he is.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Who just beat Corey? Nobody's gonna beat that guy left-handed. He's gonna take it. Levon's still on oxygen somewhere, so
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that matchup. All right, we got 3 more. Ryan Bowen, properly rated, underrated.
Overrated arm wrestling, underrated for his video skills, but definitely overrated arm wrestling.
Yeah, I find him properly rated now. I feel now that he took a couple L's, people are starting to realize that he's not fucking He-Man. And, you know, hats off to the dude for building our sport because he's done some amazing shit, put out some really
he's definitely needed in the puzzle of arm wrestling for sure.
Yeah, very impressed with his content, that's for sure. Matt Mask.
Ooh, yeah. He's in the wrong sport.
Tennis?
He should be in slap fighting. I don't fucking know what he's waiting on. His ready goes and his body doesn't move off the start. They'll break jaws. They call him Matt Mask, the jawbreaker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, as far as arm wrestling, he's way overrated. Extremely. One of the most overrated people there is in arm wrestling. And he's going to be mad at me I say that, but this is my personal opinion. If you arm wrestle and the way you continuously lose is by a person beating you with strength, not with technique, you're not really that strong. You're just good at technique. So there are probably 200 Europeans Matt Mask's size that would smoke him. He went to Worlds and took 9th. Like, it was not even.
I feel like his wars with Devin put him on this pedestal that he shouldn't have been on. I think he's definitely overrated.
Oh,
you know,
Devin did that on purpose. Devin was top rolling every one of those matches just to top roll with them. He could have put him in a hook instantaneously at any moment and ended it. He was doing that on purpose, dude. So, come on.
Showmanship.
Come on. Devin. Great matches. You can see it. The 2016 left-handed match where Devin was top rolling, left-handed, lost, hooked him right in and beat him. Okay.
So last one.
As far as I'm concerned, Matt, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, Matt Mask, he's underpowered, overrated, but a great guy and a great arm wrestler. And I don't think he'll get any better. I think he's just going to get worse.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'm a huge fan of Matt, but definitely overrated slightly.
Oh,
all right. So last one up, Arm Wars.
It's just a show. Their check mark in arm wrestling history will not be tarnished. They are part of it. That's for sure.
So properly rated, underrated, overrated?
Right there. They used to be the peak. East versus West is. So right at it.
Well, my perspective. Oh, you cutting out a little.
Am I still cutting out?
I'm starting to get you back. I don't have video yet, though. There you go.
That's what's up.
All right, so Arm Wars, my opinion, I liked it more back in the day. Don't get mad at me, Neil. I love you, bro. I would love to come compete, but it's too dramatic now. I know you ain't been paying for any of these pay-per-views or anything like that. I don't know if you've had a chance to see the new format, but you know how they used to, like, the athletes used to talk before the match a little bit about themselves, a little bit about their opponent, and then you just watch arm wrestling. Now you're watching arm wrestling, and then it cuts to Neil Pickup with some like corny little line, or the other opponent will have something to say. To me, it's just like too much of a show. You know what I mean? I just want to see the dudes fucking arm wrestle. It'd be more intense, in my opinion. But
man, they need to change the rules. 30 seconds to get a grip. No. We're crowd is watching the entire tournament. They're leaving before the finals. It's not fun to watch setups. You need to walk up there.
You cutting out again.
Homie. Oh man, I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
All right, I'll just stop right here real quick. My point of that whole situation is that arm wrestling should not have 30 seconds for setups. It's taking too long. Walk up, get your grip. If you don't, get out of here. You lost. We're losing spectators, man. Ain't nobody want to see people set up. Am I wrong?
Oh no, I completely agree. And he should just be
Jerry Catterett was arm wrestling Travis Bagent for $15,000. Nobody was watching. It took too long for setups. Too long.
Right.
So.
Yeah, so just go straight to the ref script if it can't get set up quick.
Like right now. Like right now.
Right.
Anyways, I might lose signal with you again. I'm pulling into the neighborhood. I'm home.
Shit. That's the end of what I had, Tom. Let's set up again next week. You free next Monday?
All right, we will. But we want to know what you fucking spectators want to know. The real deal. If you want to talk about Travis in the Game of Arms fight, let me know.
Y'all send some questions, send some concerns, and we see y'all next Monday on the Overall Champs.
What up? Know it. All right, brother.
All right, later, Doug.